Hi, today we discuss two-dimensional motion. In that already you know motion. What is meant by motion? The position of your body changes continuously with passage of time. Then the body is said to be in motion. Different type of motions are there. Previously we will discuss one-dimensional motion. So what is meant by one-dimensional motion? For example, a train moves along a straight track. A train moves along a straight track. Means train is going along a straight track. This is example for one-dimensional motion. Similarly, a body moves vertically upward direction. The body is also traveling vertically upward direction. That is also example for one-dimensional motion. Or a ball is dropped from certain height. Ball is dropped. This is also example for one-dimensional motion. A train traveling along a straight track, or a body moved vertically upward direction, or a ball is dropped from a certain height. These are here body travels along only one direction. In this body travels along horizontal direction. Here body travels along vertical upward direction. Here body travels along vertically downward direction. In this motion, body travels only one direction. In one direction motion, we will discuss some equations also. So, in one direction motion, we know equations in that first one, equations of motion. These are called equations of motion. V is equal to u plus at. Second equation, S is equal to ut plus of at square. Third equation, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. And fourth equation, Sn is equal to u plus a into n minus half. So these equations we usually know one-dimensional motion. In one-dimensional motion, these equations are applied in horizontal direction and vertical direction also. How we use these equations in horizontal direction and vertical direction? In horizontal direction, we use the equations as this. Whereas in case of vertical direction, instead of a, we use plus or minus g. Suppose body is going vertical upward direction, we use it instead of a minus g. Body is coming downward direction, we use a is equal to plus g. Okay. So suppose body is traveling along x direction only x direction. Then how can we use these equations? So simply, if body is traveling along x direction, only x axis, these equations we can convert like this. Velocity along x direction, Vx is equal to ux plus ax into t. Velocity along x direction, Vx is equal to, where Vx stands for velocity after t seconds. Ux, that is the initial velocity or velocity at t is equal to 0. Ax, acceleration along the x direction. And displacement along x direction. Displacement along x direction, Sx is equal to ux into t plus of ax into t square. This is second equation. Third equation, vx square minus ux square is equal to 2ax into sx. Okay. Like fourth equation also, we can write distance traveled by the body in nth second. Suppose if body is traveling along y direction, okay. So I would only three equations because mostly we are using those three equations only. If body is traveling along y direction, then we can use this to write this. Vy is equal to uy into uy plus ay into t, and displacement along y direction sy is equal to uy into t plus half ay into t square. And the third equation, b square minus 6 square is equal to dy square minus uy square is equal to 2ay into sy. Like we can write equations. If body travels along only x-axis, if body travels along only y-axis, we can write equations like this. But what about two-dimensional motion? Two dimensions. That means body simultaneously traveling along two directions. One is along horizontal direction and another one is along vertical direction. Two-dimensional motion means simultaneously body travels along x direction and y direction. For example, if you observe the motion of a cock in a shuttle game, how the body will travel. So in shuttle game, cock will travel from one player to another player. So if you observe, if you assume this is one player and here another player is there. Okay. Cock travels like this from one player to another player. So that means here this cock simultaneously traveling along horizontal direction and simultaneously traveling along upward direction, vertical direction. Okay. Suppose if you observe here, train is traveling only along straight line. Why? Because in this condition, the body having velocity along only x direction. Vertical velocity is equal to 0. In this condition, the body travels along only y direction because its velocity along x direction is equal to 0. Whereas in this condition, body simultaneously traveling along horizontal direction and traveling along y direction. That means in this condition, body having two velocities, one is along x direction and one is along y direction. Not only shuttlecock, if you observe a volleyball, in case of volleyball also, ball travels like this only. Okay. Next, in cricket game, the ball hit by a bat, that is also simultaneously traveling along horizontal direction and vertical direction. These are some examples for the two-dimensional motion. Okay. Two-dimensional motion is also called motion in a plane because it is traveling in two directions. That's why call it as a motion in a plane. So simultaneously ball traveling along horizontal direction and vertical direction. Suppose a bullet fired from a gun, that is also travels in two directions. One is along the horizontal direction, second one is vertical direction. And similarly, suppose if you throw a ball from a top of a tower, you throw any body along horizontal direction. This body is also travels like this, simultaneously moving in downward direction and it is traveling along the horizontal direction also. That means in all these conditions, bodies are having two velocities. One is along horizontal direction and one is along the vertical direction. Then how can you combine velocities along the horizontal direction and vertical direction? Sir, to combine or to explain the velocity, sir, we know vectors. In vector notation, we can add these equations. Suppose in this, what is the initial velocity of the body? So then we can write an equation like this for initial velocity. Initial velocity is equal to u is equal to, or velocity is a vector quantity. Initial velocity u bar is equal to ux into I cap plus uy into j cap. It depends on direction. Ux into I cap plus uy into j cap. Sir, sometimes we can take minus also. It depends on direction. Suppose the body is traveling along positive y direction, then you take positive. If it is traveling along negative directions, then you take negative. Initial velocity we can write like this. For velocity after t seconds, velocity after t seconds, v bar is equal to vx into I cap plus vy into j cap. This we can write vy into j cap. Similarly, displacement is equal to displacement in this condition. Displacement along x direction to I cap plus displacement along y direction to j cap. Like we can combine two directions by using a vector notation. In vector notation, positive direction taken as positive, negative direction taken as negative. I cap is the unit vector along x axis, j cap is the unit vector along y axis. Where another unit vector is there, that is k cap. K cap is unit vector along z axis. Suppose body travels three directions, then we can use plus uz into k cap also. But now we are discussing two-dimensional motion. That's why I choose two velocities only. One is along vertical direction, one is along horizontal direction. So already you know how to find the magnitude. So magnitude also you can find by using this. Sir, in any motion or in one-dimensional motion, what we learned or what we calculate, in that we calculate first one distance. Okay. In one-dimensional motion, we calculated these physical quantities only. One is distance, second one is displacement, average speed, okay, average speed, instantaneous speed, average velocity, instantaneous velocity. These terms we calculated in one-dimensional motion. Acceleration, same similar physical quantities we can calculate in two-dimensional motion also. Okay. These equations are by using these equations we use in our daily life rain umbrella problems to solve rain umbrella, aircraft wind problems. Next, projectile motion. And these all motions are comes under category of two-dimensional motion. In two-dimensional motion, we use riverboat problems. How we can travel across the river. So to travel across the river by using these equations, we can derive some equations. Aircraft wind, rain umbrella, and projectile motion. Sir, in that now we discuss about projectile motion. Sir, what is meant by projectile? Projectile means any body thrown into air making an angle theta with horizontal. The theta not equal to 0 degree and 90 degree, then that is said to be projectile. And in two-dimensional motion, we discuss projectile motion. Sir, projectile motion. What is meant by projectile? Any body thrown into air or space making an angle theta with horizontal. Here the theta is not equal to 0 degree or 90 degree. Then the most of the body is said to be projectile motion. Okay. Sir, here different type of projectile motions are there. In that one is if a body thrown from a horizontal surface, the body travels like this and reaches the ground. This is called object projection. In this projection is said to be object projection. Here body is projected with velocity u, making an angle theta with horizontal. And the next second one, horizontal projection from a top of a tower. You see this is tower. From the tower, you projected a body along the horizontal direction. Then the body travels like this. This is said to be horizontal projection from a top of a tower. Horizontal projection. Next, from same tower, we projected upward direction, making an angle theta with horizontal. Making an angle theta position is said to be object projection from a top of a tower. Object projection from a top of a tower in this condition, body travels like this. Next, that is upward projection. Okay, upward projection from a top of a tower, horizontal projection from a top of a tower. This is object projection. And another one is downward projection from a top of a tower. Downward projection. Suppose if you projected like this with velocity u, the body is travels like this. Okay, sorry, okay. Here you can draw vector like this. This is the vector velocity vector, initial velocity vector, downward projection. And the next, up the inclined plane, projection from a inclined plane, up the inclined plane, up the inclined plane, we can project like this, up the inclined plane. And the next, another one is there, down the inclined plane, same, we can throw, but down the inclined plane, go like this. These are the different type of projectile motions. Again, I am telling what is meant by projectile. Projectile, any body thrown into space making an angle theta. Theta is other than 0 or 90 degree. Then that motion is said to be projectile motion. Sir, suppose this theta value less than 90 degree, then the body travels along to positive direction. Suppose theta value greater than 90, body travels along to negative direction. So these are 6 types of projections. One is called oblique projection, horizontal projection from top of a tower, upward projection from top of a tower, downward projection from top of a tower, upward projection from inclined plane, downward projection from inclined plane. So these are the projectile motions. So now first we can write equations of motion for the first one, oblique projection. Sir, in this oblique projection, here body is projected with velocity. In this condition, body simultaneously traveling along horizontal direction and vertical direction. That's why first we should resolve this velocity into 2 perpendicular components. One is along horizontal direction and one is along vertical direction. If you resolve this velocity into 2 perpendicular components, the component along horizontal direction is u cos theta. U cos theta is the initial velocity along horizontal direction. And the component along vertical direction is u sin theta. These are the component of velocity along x direction and y direction. Okay. So after t seconds, first you write the physical quantities for this x direction and y direction. Sir, along the x direction, along the x direction, initial velocity along x direction ux is equal to u cos theta, and along y direction initial velocity along y direction uy is equal to u sin theta. We got horizontal component and vertical component. But what about acceleration along x direction? Sir, acceleration along x direction is equal to 0. The acceleration along x direction is equal to 0. Why? Because along horizontal direction, no acceleration is acting. Gravitational force or acceleration due to gravity acting only along vertical direction. That's why along the horizontal direction, acceleration is equal to 0. Acceleration along x axis is equal to 0. What about acceleration along y direction? Acceleration along y direction is equal to g. If body is going upward direction, then you take ay is equal to minus g. Body is moving downward direction, then you take ay is equal to plus g. Okay, sir, in this object projection, after t seconds, body reaches one point. You take that point is taken as p. Okay, okay. So the coordinates of point P is x comma y, and velocity at this point is vx along horizontal direction and vy along vertical direction. Vx along horizontal direction, vy along vertical direction. So displacement equation. First we can write displacement first equation along x-axis. So from this equation, displacement along x-axis, yes, x is taken as x. Displacement along x-axis, you take x. So from this equation, Sx is equal to formula ux into t plus of ax into t square, that is equal to x. But acceleration along x direction is equal to 0. Substitute here. Ux is equal to u cos theta. U cos theta into t plus 0 is equal to x. Where x is equal to displacement along x axis is equal to x is equal to u cos theta. And say this is equation 1. Okay, in object projection, we write physical quantities along x-axis and y-axis. First we calculate displacement or distance along x-axis. So I am assuming the distance traveled by the body along x direction in t seconds, Sx is equal to x meters. So Sx is equal to equation ux into t plus of ax into t square, that is equal to x. But along the horizontal direction, acceleration is equal to 0. Why? Because no gravity along the horizontal direction. So u cos theta into t plus 0 is equal to x. From this we got x is equal to u cos theta into t we got. U cos theta into t we got. From this time is equal to, from this equation time t is equal to x by u cos theta. Say this equation x is equal to u cos theta into t is the horizontal distance, t is x is equal to u by cos theta. What about displacement along y direction? Similarly, displacement along y direction, sy is taken as sy is equal to y meters in t seconds. Distance travelled along y direction is taken as y meters. Sy is equal to equation. Sy is equal to uy into t plus half ay into t square. Uy into t plus half ay into t square, that is equal to y. Sir, uy is equal to initial velocity along vertical direction is equal to u sin theta. Substitute there, and here initially body is going vertical upward direction, that's why you take a is equal to minus g. I am writing here continuation. U sin theta into t plus of a is equal to minus g, t square is equal to y. From this y is equal to u sin theta into t minus of gt square. This is the displacement along y direction. This is the displacement along y direction in t seconds. Say this is equation 3. Now you substitute t value in this equation. Substitute t value in the equation. then we get to t is equal to x by u cos theta. So then we can write y is equal to u sin theta into t is equal to x by u cos theta minus of g into t square is there. T is equal to x by u cos theta whole square. Okay, that is the equation. Sir, you get cancelled. Sin theta by cos theta is equal to tan theta. From this we can write y is equal to tan theta into x minus g by 2 u square cos square theta into x square. Okay. This is the displacement equation. Okay. Equation of the projectile you can say. From this, let us assume tan theta is equal to a and b by 2 u square cos square theta is taken as b. Like tan theta is equal to a and b by 2 u square cos square theta is equal to b. Substitute in this equation, then we get y is equal to ax minus bx square. Sir, this equation represents parabola. This equation represents parabola. So this is called the path of the projectile is parabola. From this equation, we can say path of the projectile is parabola because y is equal to ax minus bx square. X square path represents parabola. From this we conclude that the path of the projectile is parabola. Okay. So in next class we can continue.